Why don't they just put him in like, you know, they have padded rooms. They just put him in like a Velcro padded room and they're wearing a Velcro suit.
Like, how does he get off?
They pull him off.
I see.
Would you agree to be compressed into a diamond?
No.
Just for fun.
Yeah, because then
But-
my widow could wear me as a ring.
Like the human version of that would be what we go and buy a small human to ingest to re-up our human supply.
Alright guys, welcome to this episode of the Late Speakers Podcast, episode 6. My name is Kyle. Today I'm joined by Daniel,
Hello there.
Chris,
Hi.
and Tom.
Oh,
Low.
Riding low.
Maybe that should be Tom's like episodely thing. Just says low and
Low.
howdy.
Yeah, but then he'll cut off again and he'll just say "oh" next.
Yeah, it just gets shorter every time. Eventually, just like, you got there before me, Kyle, but
And
I'm
eventually he
claiming that
just
joke.
doesn't say anything. We're just joined by him.
Yeah.
So Chris, you had a question just before we started recording.
Yeah, what was the question?
The question was, what happens if you live in a house that the border between states runs directly through the house? Would you have to abide by different laws depending on where you are in the house?
What I was thinking is like the garage, if the garage is on one side but you like work in the other side, would you like have to register your car in the other state? Or like what would you do?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just pick the one with the lower registration fee.
Yeah.
What, and put your garage on that side?
Yeah, just
I
make
guess
your
so.
house- make your house the garage and then put all your stuff in
Just
the
park
garage.
your car on the line.
No, because
Say
wouldn't you... Oh, no. I don't think it really matters, honestly.
Do they like allow?
I don't think they
houses on
care
state
where
lines?
where your car is kept.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like,
It's like-
if your garage is here, you have to buy rego and insurance and shit from that state.
I guess it
Yeah.
would depend on what your address is.
Mm.
Basically, the reason we were talking about this was
We're all moving into a house on the border, but some people's bedrooms are
Yeah.
in different laws.
and we all hate each other because they're like, oh, fucking New South Wales. I saw.
So a house goes over the river.
Yeah, it's like on a bridge.
yeah.
All right.
Um,
House.
and we can like fish through a hole in the ground.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Does it have a hole in the ground in the middle?
No, we
How
fish
else are
through
you
the hole.
gonna fucking
Yeah.
do it? No, it has
And,
a trap door.
Or the shower water comes from like the river, so it's disgusting.
What?
The tap water.
Just makes you dirtier.
Yep. So, like, do they actually have houses on state lines?
I seriously doubt it.
What would the address be? Would it be like, whatever street, whatever number, New South Wales, or like, for example, New South Wales / VIC, or like Victoria? It's just like
Thanks for
the.
explaining what
You know,
VIC
your
stands
zone
for.
code or something.
No, well, I said New South Wales and then said the first 3 letters of one. So I like switched
Yeah.
between them. NSW or Victoria, like it was inconsistent. But yeah, it's like, would the address be.
Vic would have been sufficient, kind of.
Would the address be like Victoria / New South Wales?
No. I
Alright.
guess wherever the front door is would probably be it.
That's also in
Like,
the middle.
surely they don't have the state line marked out along the entire line, right? So
They
how would
do
you-
actually for Victoria, New South Wales, because it's a river.
Oh,
Is it really
Yeah.
just the river?
Yeah,
oh yeah.
What if your house is in the river?
that's why it's so like
You
retarded.
live in a
looking.
houseboat.
It's not straight like the rest of the states of Australia. It's just like a weird squiggly line.
Oh, I never knew that.
Hmm.
I thought it was just like the US where they just divide them like horrendously. Like there's
I mean,
one
they did
state.
that for the rest of Australia.
True. But there's like one state in the US, I can't remember which one it is, but it's like maybe center a bit to the right. And it has like an arm that extends over the top of another state.
Tennessee or something?
Yeah, it's something like that, but it's super weird. It's like the other state's a rectangle, but then the top part of the rectangle is part of the state to the right. It's super
Yeah.
strange.
Have you seen is it Croatia? I think
Hmm.
it borders with another country. I can't remember. It was like Bulgaria or something. I don't think it is Bulgaria, but it has like it's on the coast,
Yeah.
and so is the country next to it, essentially. But Croatia has this really, really long, like thin as fuck landmass that goes completely along the coast and completely blocks that country.
Nice.
It's like the ultimate cock. They just can't have any like seaside ports and shit.
Anyway, my broskies. Kyle's got to bounce.
Yep. See you guys.
He's leaving.
We're just bouncing.
Not that I like said anything, but Dad was just on my behalf kicking me out of the call.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, we do this in person, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Bye.
Kyle has got up from his couch on the seat. No, his seat on the couch and left.
He's balancing a couch on a seat. I saw just today that the Google Stadia, you guys know that?
No.
Yeah.
The
think
Google
I've heard of
Stadia is like the Chromecast like game streaming thing. So you just need
yeah.
the Chromecast and a controller, and then you can like,
Yeah.
play whatever games. They're claiming that it could reach negative latency, right?
What?
It's like negative ping, but apparently that's just like fancy wording. What they mean is they think they can get it to the point eventually where it's faster than your computer or your PlayStation sending the stuff through HDMI to your monitor.
How the fuck is
So they
that possible?
think, I don't know, but they think they can get it to a point. They can't now, but they think they can get it to a point eventually where it's like instantaneous.
Wait, are you talking about input and output and not necessarily like internet connection speed?
I don't know they don't say what they mean by that, but what it seems to mean is they think they can render the game on their computers, their like server things, send it over the internet to your Chromecast, send that through the HDMI to your TV before a computer could send it to a monitor.
Okay, so
Which doesn't make
I was
sense.
just thinking, if
Oh.
it was negative latency and from input to output, does that mean that you, unlike if you get like input lag where you turn right and then it turns right a second later, you will think about turning right.
Yeah.
Will on the screen and then you will on the
On the
mouse or
controller.
whatever.
You actually just watch and then you have to do the inputs as you see them.
That's yeah.
Damn, we just solved mind control. Or
That's not
telekinesis.
mind
One of them.
control. Wait.
Is it
What the
mind-
fuck even? It's
Is
a
it
math.
telekinesis?
It's like predicting what you're gonna do. That's
Right.
what we're thinking, Kyle.
Yeah, I was thinking just like you control it through your mind. Or maybe that's what you're talking about. Either way, it's weird and it doesn't make sense.
Man, I bought Planet Zoo on Steam before it came out, so I could play the beta, and then it didn't run very well, so I refunded it. But it's still in my recent games on Steam. But if I click on it, it's just like, fuck you, buy it. But for some reason, they won't remove it from my recent games. Pretty lame.
That is really lame, yeah.
There's a recent games on Steam.
Yeah, it's new since they updated the Steam UI thing.
I just
Yeah.
looked it up. Why did you get this game?
Why did I get it?
the beta,
It's extremely popular, Kyle.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
what?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of it until now.
It's new. That might be
I
why.
mean,
Maybe.
it's not particularly
Have
a
you heard
game
of-
for me, but it is extremely popular.
Have you heard of Planet Coaster? Or just like, it's like,
Any tycoon game.
yeah,
Oh,
Didn't
right.
see
I've
it
heard of
something?
like, yeah, I've heard of
Zoo
tycoon games.
Tycoon
Yeah.
and so on. Yeah, it's like that.
Right. Okay.
I
As in,
played
like, that franchise or that type of game?
that type of game. It's
Right,
from the
okay.
Planet Coaster franchise, though, hence the name.
Right.
Being Planet. I played Jurassic World Evolution, which is the Jurassic World, obviously, version of Planet Zoo, basically, but it's like fairly limited because the whatever production company owns Jurassic Park was like, fuck you, and they couldn't actually put that much in it.
Oh,
Yeah, so that was, I really liked that game for some reason, but then I tried playing Planet Coaster, and it's like, I just don't care about fucking roller coasters. So, like, it was kind of fun, but I was also just like, no thanks. So I thought Planet Zoo would be like the one for me, but then runs like trash.
I watched watched Sips play it for a bit. Who is another donator of ours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like there was a fuckload of micromanagement in it.
There
And
kind of is.
I don't understand how you of all people enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like this guy fucking complains about micromanagement in Civ, which isn't that bad. I mean, kind of is maybe a bit, but like Prison Architect, he said it was needlessly complicated. And then I've seen this game, and Jesus Christ, it's like 3 times as bad as the rest.
I guess it's just because I've played stuff like it before, so I like kind of know how it works. But like, I don't know. Like Civ, I've tried to learn, but I do what I learn, and then it fails anyway.
It's
just like I'm
I don't know how
cursed.
you're so bad.
I don't know. I'm like, what am I? Like, I could be like, hey, Chris and Benson.
All right. He's been
Alright.
killed. That's what that
Daniel
noise
has
was.
Daniel has just left the podcast. He's gotten up off the couch of his seat, and he'll be
Shut
back
the
shortly.
fuck up. I think what he was going to say is that he will do what Benson and I do. We will exactly tell him what to do, and yet he still manages to be considerably worse.
Alrighty, yeah.
But that's complete bullshit because Benson and I are just not idiots and know how to play the game and understand it.
How many hours have you got in Civ?
In Civ
Yeah.
5, that is a good question. I'm going to check. Civilization 5, I have 442 hours.
Jesus.
And in Civilization 6, I have 7 hours because I do not
Oh.
enjoy that game. In fact, I don't know why I bought it. Civ 6 is considerably different to Civ 5, and it's just like, yuck. I couldn't be fucked learning another Civ game as well because it took so long to learn the first one.
Mm.
Because the micromanagement is quite large.
Star Jedi Fallen Wars of the
Mhm.
Order
What the fuck?
came out yesterday.
Part 1.
Oh, Kyle, did you see that tonight?
What? No?
Fucking, Rogue One is on TV.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I did see
I
that.
saw that as well.
But it's in part 1 and part 2, and literally
wait.
I watched the first part before getting on here, and it says to be continued at the end,
Are you kidding?
and then it says in the next screen part 2 to be continued after the ad break. There was literally like fucking one ad, and then it just comes up with Lucasfilm
wondering,
again.
I was wondering why it was in parts because I saw it advertised like part 1, and I'm like, that's a 1-part
It's
series.
a movie, yeah. I didn't even realize that it was part 1 and 2. I just said part 1 because Daniel had like a really long intro in the Jedi Knight or Jedi Fallen Order or whatever it's called. So yeah, that was an accidental meme. But wait, what? So when does it end? When does part 1 end?
It ended. It started at 7 and ended at 8:30.
No,
In the movie.
which part of the movie?
Right, but I was gonna say, and then part 2 goes for another hour and a half, so it goes for 3 hours. And I'm thinking that maybe it was either cheaper to purchase it in 2 parts instead of a whole thing, or maybe they just couldn't put a movie on for 3
For
hours.
that long.
I don't know.
It had.
or something.
I don't know what you just said.
And you did ask where it ended, and I think the first thing that happened in part 2 was, I can't remember the director's name, but the director, played by Ben Mendelsohn.
Oh, what?
Not
Matt-
of the film.
Not Gareth.
Yeah, not of the film.
Director Krennic.
Krennic, that's the one. Yeah, he met with old Darth Vader.
Oh, on
Right.
the hot spicy planet. With
Right.
lava.
Yeah. Because
Mustafa?
Yeah.
yeah, I noticed that my
didn't
parents
even
stopped
realise.
watching it, and then you were like, "Oh yeah," because part 1 ended, and it's like, "Wait, what? What? Why is it 2 parts?" But yeah, I guess they just stopped watching it then if it continued on. So
Maybe they didn't
Yeah.
realize.
Imagine
but
that.
yeah, it
What?
must.
Well,
What do you mean? Didn't realize?
Well, it said
our
part one's
we've
over.
just split the movie into 2 parts. How can you not realize that?
I don't know, dude, but I wonder if because you said it had Lucasfilm come up for the second part, right?
Yeah, it
So they
had
must have-
credits. The part 1 ending had like 2 credit scenes.
So
Oh,
it must
like,
be
you know,
like an
5 minutes.
official like edit of the movie for TV. That's
It's
so
like,
weird.
It
Oh, that's weird.
advertises like a bit about like amount of time for advertising during that period.
Oh yeah,
Oh, right, yeah, because advertisers need to.
but it's like
Still, that breaks through in the movie, so.
That all adds
Yeah.
up. Like,
I wonder if
Actually,
maybe
like 5 hours.
I wonder if maybe it's like the TV edit for like American TV, and they have like a certain system where that makes sense, and then they've just brought it to Australia, and it's the same.
I
Right.
feel like it was probably pretty difficult to get their hands on it as well, because it's still a relatively new movie.
Yeah, it is fairly new.
Yeah.
Well, I think they had The Last Jedi on though, actually, on TV the other day, because they went through the whole
Yeah.
octilogy or whatever the fuck it is. I think it is
Yeah,
an
well-
octilogy, actually.
At the moment.
Octilogy.
Yeah, because the 9th one isn't out.
I was gonna say that. How weird would that be? It's like they're doing Star Wars every day, and it's like, Mondays, Phantom Menace, Tuesdays, Attack of the Clones, onwards, and then it's like this day is Rogue One Part 1, and then tomorrow Rogue One Part 2. Like
That's what I assumed it would be, because
Yeah.
the part thing makes no sense if it's the same day. Like if it's one ad break apart.
Yeah,
I wonder
I
if
don't know.
anyone who isn't in the second half of the film isn't mentioned in the credits at the end.
I doubt it, because the credits for the first part, it was just like directed by maybe one other, and then it ended.
Nice.
Yeah.
Imagine that though, if it's like the actors get royalties every time the movie's played, so they get paid like twice as much when the movie plays part 1 and part 2.
They get the normal amount, but it's in 2 halves for some reason. They get 2 checks in the mail.
cut in half.
Yeah, it's a half a check each time.
Speaking of that film, I think that film was definitely one of the better Star Wars films.
I'm not a
It was
huge
up there.
fan of it, but
I
I don't
loved
know
it.
why.
I enjoyed
thought
that.
it was better than all of the prequels and all of the
A bold claim.
sequels.
even
Not the
one
original
that's not
trilogy,
out?
though. Sorry?
Even the one that's not out.
Yeah, it's better than that one as well.
Damn, you've seen it pre-screening.
Yeah, I
in
was
2
gonna.
parts.
I got it from my Late Speakers podcast fame.
Ah, yes, of
Right,
course,
yeah,
but
yeah.
we didn't.
Yeah.
None of us did.
The editors and the hosts.
Yep.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have been. Well, no, I
Better.
have nothing.
He's the only one sending out those resumes. Fuck.
What resume to where?
I don't know, dude. I don't know what the word would be.
Send
Um,
it directly to J.J. Abrams himself. Here are all my
Did he
funny
direct
jokes for
it?
the late speakers.
He directed
He directed 7. Huh? Did he direct
7
9?
and 9.
Oh, 9 as well.
Oh, yeah.
He did direct 9 now, right?
J.J. Abrams is
Yeah.
directing 9, yeah. Well, I hope he's not directing it,
Joy,
because
joy.
I hope it's finished.
Well, you never know. Yeah, because it was going to be Colin Trevorrow or Trevorrow. I don't know how you say it.
I
Who
say
directed
Trevorrow.
Jurassic World.
I don't.
That's it. Just Jurassic World.
Yeah.
And then they kicked him off.
Mm.
Well, rip.
Even though it's a sequel meme and we're not supposed to like those, there was one where it was Kylo Ren talking to Darth Vader's helmet, and it's JJ's head put on both of them, and it's "I'll finish what I started."
Nice. Man, sequel memes includes Ben Swallow, so I got no problem.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, sort of linking back to what we're saying about Rogue One and all of the other movies, I enjoy Rogue One a lot, but I enjoy it less than Force Awakens. But I enjoy it much more than Last Jedi.
I don't think it's bad. I definitely like thinking of it in terms of like this is a product. I don't think it's bad at all. Like I think it's good,
Yeah.
but I just don't really care about any of the characters.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I'm just like, and then spoilers. They die at the end, and I was just like, okay.
How quickly do you think people can fucking take off their headsets? Jesus.
I just have to instantly kill themselves to avoid hearing it. But
Right.
like, man, I thought it was sadder when Krennic died because he was a fucking gangster.
Was he? Dude,
Yeah.
Ben Mendelsohn plays a bad character in every single movie
Yeah.
he's been in.
Yeah.
Except
In
for
that movie, in Ready Player One,
Ready Player
In-
One, yeah.
Robin Hood, he plays the man, the man, the main bad guy.
the man.
There's another one that I thought of yesterday that I can't remember.
He's initially
Fuck.
a bad guy in what's Brie Larson's movie?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. He's
Oh.
initially a bad guy, and then you realize he's not a bad guy. Spoilers.
Oh,
I haven't seen it, so you've now just fucked it for me.
If you haven't seen it at this point, I feel like wasn't that likely you're going to see
Yeah,
it.
well.
It's also not like that important to the film.
yeah.
Tom,
I
what
haven't seen it.
the fuck did you think of Rogue One?
It was alright. Just like as Daniel said, like didn't really get attached to the characters because like they all died at the end. So,
What do you mean? Mads Mikkelsen is like
Oh yeah, what? I forgot he was even in it.
the greatest.
I
He's
think-
actually such a good actor.
That
He's in,
movie.
well, you can't tell because he's foreign.
He's Danish.
Damn, he's a Danish.
He's not
Mm.
fully Dane.
Nice.
Fuck off.
Mads instead of Dane. He's in Death Stranding, I believe.
Yes. And
Yes.
Doctor Strange.
Dr.
Linking
Strange.
it back.
Oh yeah,
He's in a lot of things.
he's got a classic line in that. It's like a hi whatever, I'm hi hungry, I'm dad situation. Because what's his name? Dr. Strange
Benedict
rocks
Cumberbatch.
up and he's like Mads Mikkelsen is like, oh, Mr. And then he's like, Doctor. It's like, Mr. Doctor, interesting name. What a guy.
He's in fucking like Jason Bourne, not Jason Bourne, James Bond as well.
Yeah, in Casino Royale. He's got a fucked eye, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's in Spectre as well because it like
Spoilers.
references all of the Daniel Craig James Bond movies.
I've not seen any except for which is the one with the redhead chick called Strawberry Fields?
What?
No idea.
There's a chick
No,
called
no.
Strawberry Fields, and that's the one I've seen.
Is it with Daniel Craig?
Yeah,
Is it Quantum of Solace?
might be, which is supposed to be like the bad one, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Skyfall's the really good one.
What the it's not telling me what movie she's in. It's just Quantum of Solace. There we go.
Yeah, so I've seen the worst one.
Haven't you seen Skyfall?
No, not the whole thing.
Skyfall was actually a very good movie.
Was it supposed to not be?
Well, it was supposed to be a shitty sequel to the last shit James
right.
Bond movie. So
There's been another one since then, right? Spectre.
Spectre.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's good.
it's
We'll never know.
not as good, but it's still better than number 2,
Better than
being Quantum of Solace.
90%
Does that have
of the
Christopher
old ones.
Waltz? Is that a guy?
Christoph Waltz. Maybe.
Christopher Waltz.
Who the hell's that?
Actor?
No.
I think you're talking about Christoph Waltz.
Are you talking about the
Yeah.
guy in Horrible Bosses?
And
Inglourious
Django?
Basterds,
In known for
Django.
horrible bosses, obviously.
Well, that's the movie I've seen him in. He's in Green Green Hornet.
Also known for that.
Well, in my eyes, he is.
He's in like every Tarantino movie.
I haven't seen
By
every
which
one
I
of
mean
them,
like
right?
2.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him in any Tarantino movie.
The fuck?
What?
You haven't seen Inglourious Bastards or
Django.
Django?
No,
What the fuck? Those are like 2 of the best ones.
Fuck off, Kyle. Leave.
I've seen. Fuck, we've talked about this, and I forgot
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
ones I said.
we don't care about you, so we forgot.
Kill Bill or something, Kyle?
Yeah, I've seen Kill Bill,
Ball ball.
True Romance, which he wrote but didn't direct. I think
So it
that's
doesn't count.
it. Yeah, so I think it's just Kill Bill.
Jeez.
Oh,
Yeah, you
and
should
no,
really-
Reservoir Dogs. I've seen.
Yeah, you should really watch the Django and
Inglorious.
Inglorious, or however it's spelt horrifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inglorious Bastards.
Bastards.
I've looked up why it's spelt wrong, and he was just like, yeah. Like, he just spelled
Wasn't
it
another
wrong.
movie called Inglourious Bastards?
Pardon?
Wasn't it another movie called the same thing? Like he
Uh,
changed one letter.
Well, there's already. Well, He's changed more than one letter, to be fair. Because bastards isn't spelt with an E either.
Best turds.
Best starts.
Yeah,
No.
best turds. It's like
These
the
are my best
three.
starts.
I was gonna say Star Wars Fallen Jedi came out.
Oh yeah.
Or Jedi Fallen Order. I keep fucking the name up.
Yeah, I always keep calling it Fallen Empire.
That game is hard.
Mm-mm.
It's a Dark Souls clone, basically. Like the combat and like the checkpoint system is like Dark Souls, but then it's got like the Uncharted like wall climbing and like all that shit, and then it's just like a hodgepodge of like popular games, basically, which isn't
Is it
necessarily
a-
a bad thing, but it's
Mm.
kind of generic.
Yeah, if it was an RPG, it would be way more fun. But then at the same time, it's like, how can you get like a slightly better lightsaber every 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Mm.
and
You
not
just get
not
better at swinging
every
it.
not every game can really like manage that, you know.
Is there any character progression at all? And I'm not talking about like the character's personality or
Yeah,
shit, like
you get
perks and stuff.
abilities.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Like
it's
force powers.
like Dark Souls. You get essentially you get souls, but you just get XP in this from killing enemies, and you lose it if you die, unless you. In this, it's more forgiving than Dark Souls. In Dark Souls, if you have souls, and then you get killed, and then you get killed without picking up the souls, you lose them. But in this, if you get killed, you can get killed a million times over, and then you just have to kill the last enemy that killed you, and you get them back.
Right.
So it's more forgiving, but
Wait, so
you,
can you even lose them in that case?
I don't think you can,
What's the point?
unless I've just misunderstood. I don't know.
I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
if you just don't go, if you don't attack that same enemy, I guess you don't get them back. Maybe I'm butchering it. It's not really like that, but you use that shit to level up, and you can just get like essentially perks. And you unlock like abilities throughout the game and shit, but there's no new game plus, so I guess you'll just be like OP at the end, and then you'll have to
Finish.
start again.
Get shit
Yeah.
again.
Like, I don't think it's the kind of game I'm going to play again.
Mm.
So that's why you've bought the 1 month pass.
Yeah, I
Just to
bought, like, an
finish it.
Origin pass just so I could get this game.
Then yay.
What other Star Wars games have you played? And in addition to that, what are your favorite Star Wars games or favorite Star Wars game?
I have played Battlefront. I don't know which Battlefront I played on like the PS2, but I played one of them.
Did it have
It would have
Jedis?
been 2, I think.
I think it had Jedis.
Then it was 2.
Okay, yeah. And then I played both of the new Battlefronts, but the second one was very briefly.
Mm.
The first one I played with Chris and Benson for a decent amount. It was really easy for some reason.
Oh yeah, when we ran into Fieldman.
Ah, yes, Fieldman. Ah, this guy. Fieldman. What was up with him? Mr.
Fieldman.
Fieldman.
Yeah, Mr. Fieldman was a guy that we were playing with who accused me of hacking.
Yeah, right. I remember now.
And at the time, I believe I had about 12 hours in the game, and I was just playing well.
Mm.
Yeah.
FYI, Mr. Fieldman sucks.
Yeah, he was being he was like he was using he using voice chat or
No, he
just
wasn't using voice chat. We just had over several games playing together. He just kept like arguing about how he has 500 hours, so he could tell if I was hacking or not.
yeah, he's like,
yes,
I have
that is-
500 hours and I'm worse than you. That means you're hacking.
he was
he's
bad,
like
though.
wasted his life and he's bad. Yeah, fucking hell, that guy. That game was like the reason we were getting him so much is because we were on Australian servers, so it's less populated, and the game was fairly old already at that point
Right.
because we didn't get it when it came out.
I mean, the reason we kept getting him, it was just if you stay in that lobby, then you stay in that lobby.
I just assumed.
No.
Anyway, what else have I? Can I search Star Wars on Steam and see what comes up?
I'm sure you can.
Has anyone here played Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy?
I have not. I own it.
No.
Oh, that is like one of my favorite Star Wars games.
That one's notoriously
Probably my
good.
favorite. Yeah.
I've played The Force Unleashed 1 and 2.
Yeah. The second is notoriously bad.
I've played like hundreds of hours of Star Wars MMO.
Oh, okay.
Old Republic.
Oh yeah.
Surely that would be your favorite.
I guess so,
What?
yeah. I mean, there's not that many that I really liked that much.
Lego
I played
Lego
one-
Star Wars,
Oh yeah, Lego Star Wars.
Yeah,
I like
the
them.
best
That's
game
pretty
ever.
But,
My
um,
favorite is Complete Saga.
Nice.
Although it's
Well,
not
there's gonna
actually,
be a
it's
new
the
one.
original Battlefront 2, because that
There's
game
gonna
was fucking
be-
amazing.
There's gonna be
Yeah.
a Skywalker saga of the Lego games, so it'll be just
Yeah, and
everything.
I'm pretty sure it's just the whole thing, including well, there's only like one more game, isn't there? That's noted in Complete Saga.
I don't know. Is it going to come out after the newest film comes out? Because surely there'll be a Lego game
Yeah.
for that.
Well, there's also no Lego game for Last Jedi, so
Yeah,
they
I think
just
it
skipped
just
Last
it
Jedi.
just ends at episode 7.
Wait, so it's just
They released one for episode 7.
Yeah,
It's just Complete Saga with one more film.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
It's
Yeah,
kind of lame.
Well,
and I think
they
they're
would
also-
make another one, surely.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be weird if it's just like we've got the Complete Saga, but not number 8 because everyone hates that one.
maybe they'll release
Also-
like one more, and it'll be available only in this game, so they can justify charging a bunch of money for it.
Yeah, the number 7 game, I haven't played it, but I know that it's like far more obviously like technologically advanced than the last one. So
That was
I
why
don't
I
know
didn't
how it's
really
gonna
enjoy
work.
it as much.
I don't like that they have voices. Call
Yeah,
me a
that
boomer,
I-
but
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, I hate that too. But I think in complete like the
The new one
Skywalker.
doesn't have-
Yeah, I was gonna say I think in the new one that they don't have the voice acting; they just have like the mumbles and grunts and stuff,
Nice.
which is
it's
like
way better, I think.
yeah,
Hmm,
yep, like
Hmm.
that.
they should just have like
Can't feel it.
Roblox noises.
Yeah, nice. The Lego Yoda death sound.
Just for everything. Every sound is Lego Yoda death
Yeah.
sound.
Oh, I've actually seen a video which is someone replaced every sound in TF2 with the soldier screaming.
Oh
Oh
Jesus!
god.
It's not ideal.
Wait, every sound wait, is there
Yeah,
footsteps
every
in
sound.
that game?
I probably it was every sound.
Wait, what
Um,
about what the fuck? Like building,
Yeah,
Things
every
as the
single sound
engineer.
file he replaced with one
switching
solid screen.
weapons.
Yep. Eventually,
Imagine
once he walks outside and it's not just footsteps, it gets really loud.
Oh god,
Oh,
what does
like
the minigun sound like?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah, like what if you're typing and that had sound effects to it? It's just like constant screaming.
Wait,
I mean, it
Does that-
wouldn't.
does that mean the
No,
crit
what-
sound is just the soldier screaming but more intense?
Maybe. Yeah. What were you talking about, Kyle?
If you're typing and like for each letter or whatever, there was like a sound effect for each letter. But
Why would
I
there be that
I
in a
realized
game?
that would be like a microphone picking up that sound, not the game.
Yeah, it's not like a typing game. Typing
Yeah.
of the Dead or whatever. Oh shit! There was a typing game that I played at primary school. It was like That's the reason I am not absolute dog shit at typing, like a lot of people are for some reason.
I'm one of them.
I don't. Are you that bad? Like,
I'm not horrendous, but I can't touch type.
I don't know if it was just like. Oh, well, I was about to insult people who can't touch type, but I don't know if it's just because we went to like a spastic school or something. But so many people could not type well, and it's like, it's 2017. Like, how do you not know how to type properly?
Is
Answer
this
me.
when you're in primary school or
No, this was recent. This like at this point, everyone should know how to type properly, unless they're like a fucking old cunt.
boomer?
By
Yeah.
type properly, do you mean touch type, or do you just mean like not fuck up every second letter?
I fuck up every second letter, but I just fix it quick enough that it doesn't matter.
Do you still do, instead of holding shift to like do
No.
a capitalized letter, you tap caps lock, press the letter, untap caps lock?
Oh yeah, I did used to do
Untap
that.
caps lock.
Yeah.
I just like suck it up off the keyboard. No, I don't do that anymore. That was
Just
that
suck
was
up
a
letters.
jabroni move by me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that was pretty dumb.
when you started this, you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm really good at typing," and I was going to be like, no,
I didn't say I'm really good. I'm just not trash.
I am the best at typing."
I'm actually a professional typist. I make 6 figures just for typing.
Damn.
They do make 6 figures.
Do they?
Some of
What,
them,
like competitive or just like typists?
so, like fucking courtroom typists.
Oh yeah, but they don't use a keyboard. I don't think.
No,
I don't know what they use, but it's some
Type-
crazy shit.
typewriter, isn't it? No, not typewriter, but it's like, isn't
No,
it?
Why
Like a
would they
typewriter?
continue to use a typewriter in this day and
Yeah,
age?
that is a bit Okay.
Oh.
Typewriters are actually extremely aids to use compared to a keyboard. Like you have to, at the end of each line, push it back, and each letter takes a while to print, so you have to type quite slowly.
Yeah, I always think not specifically a typewriter, but like whenever I've seen it in films and that, it's like a typewriter setup, but it's just like it's not one where you have to kind of click it back. It's like it's not a laptop keyboard, but it's like a typewriter keyboard without having to shift it back.
Daniel,
what I
can
was
you
thinking.
imagine what your writing would look like on a typewriter, considering you fuck up every second letter?
Yeah, that would be horrendous. I also fuck up every letter on my phone, even though I didn't used to. But I just have gotten worse, I guess. Have a look at this image. This is what they
What
type
the
on.
fuck is
Oh my
that?
what?
Wait, it doesn't
that's
even
what
have.
courtroom typists use.
Oh, wait, what? That's not enough letters, is it?
I don't know how it works, but maybe the bottom 4 change what the other ones are. But I guess it's designed for like speed.
Speed type.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty, eh?
Yeah, like I think I'm quite good at like touch typing, even though I fuck up every letter or so. But like, it's weird because like on my laptop, I'm like good at typing, and then when I go to work, we have like an actual like keyboard because it's like a computer. No, well, some have like a customized like retail.
It's like I'm watching a YTP on Top Gear.
What? I just forgot how to speak. Yeah, it's like a customized retail laptop, whatever. But on ours at my other job, it's like a computer keyboard, and it's different to the one I have at home. So it's like every letter just feels completely wrong to me.
What makes it different?
It's just I don't know. It's kind of like the fact that with the laptop, the letters are like, the letters are like the keys. Like, yeah, thank you. The keys are like flat, whereas on the computer one, they're like sort of more concave,
Thick.
or like they, yeah,
The
thick.
letters on my
Mechanical.
letterboard. Yeah, it's probably like mechanical style rather than like chiclet like a laptop.
Mm. Yeah, it just feels weird, and also like whenever the person next to me is like, "Oh, can you look this up?" I'll be like, "Yeah, sure." And they just like miss every single letter, and be like, "Oh,
Nice.
that's just like the pressure of having to spell something, just like instant sweat, spells every word wrong."
I'm like by no means like a massive like mechanical keyboard stan, but I have a mechanical keyboard. Like I don't even care about the actual mechanicalness. Like I used it wasn't mechanical, but it was so old that it had the massive keys. Right, it was still just membrane underneath. But if I use a keyboard that doesn't have enough travel to it, it like hurts my fingers. Like if I tap on a laptop for a long time, I think I press so hard that it ends up hurting my fingers.
Jesus.
What the fuck's wrong? I have a mechanical keyboard and I hate it.
You hate it? Why?
Yeah, I don't like the keys.
What do you mean?
I can't remember which one mine is. I think mine's blue switches.
Hmm.
But I much prefer writing on my laptop.
What is it you don't like about them?
They're just like they're so big that when I go to press a key, I always manage to like hit another key like diagonally because I don't hit them like directly on top.
Damn,
I
Okay.
always hit them like on the side of the key.
sounds like a you problem.
I just have like fat fingers, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although I don't
for
tend
me,
to
it's
fat
the
finger
travel,
in
that's
games.
why I prefer it. Well, when you playing games, you like put on your gamer gear and you
I put on
you
my
get your-
gaming gloves and it prevents me.
and you drink your what's it called? G Fuel.
G Fuel? Yeah. Has anyone tried
G-Sox.
that before?
I have not.
G Fuel.
In the world?
It's just like energy drink in powder form, isn't it?
Yeah, just like shake it.
Yeah, I think you just put it in water or something.
That can be dangerous. Like I've seen about a guy who died from caffeine overdose because he put like a scoop of caffeine in his drink.
A scoop of raw caffeine.
Yeah, it was just caffeine powder. So obviously it's way stronger than like G Fuel, but
G Fuel.
it's pretty fucked. Like the dude literally just collapsed and died in his
Shit.
bathroom.
Not in his shit, in his bathroom.
Yeah, it is shit.
I said shit, but there was a gap where you stopped talking, so I just finished your sentence. But that is very sad.
Yeah. Would have been even sadder if he was in his shit, though. I mean, like, can you imagine, like, if you just walk into the bathroom and your, like, brother is dead, and you're like, oh, Andy's in his own shit. That's even worse.
Can you imagine walking into a room in this big mansion and finding Joseph Stalin dead in his own piss?
Piss and shit and cum.
What?
Whoa.
Is it all
I
his?
know. Yeah, well, because that's what happened, right? He had a stroke and just rolled around in his own
Jesus.
AIDS.
In his own piss, yeah. He was having a great time rolling in like a pig in mud. Except
Not a pig
instead
in
it was
shit.
a dictator in piss.
Nice. Crikey. Well, there goes the Joseph Stalin sponsorship. Thanks.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
Damn it.
Wow.
Joseph
As we
Stalin,
discuss how he died. He never died. He lives on to this
He
day.
lives on within us all. Except
Within us.
communism is bad.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, Chris. Please forgive me. Chris is short for communist.
Wouldn't it be Chris Communist?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, yes, the famous communism.
Who shortens their name from communism to Chris?
You?
I guess.
Crikey.
This is what I tell like fucking the government and like official documents. That I write down Chris and they're like, "Is this your real name?" No, sorry, it's short for communism.
They'd be like, the fuck's your problem?
God, if you did that in America, they'd probably detain you.
Yeah. They'd be like, stop resisting arrest.
And then kill me.
Yeah, they'd put like 10 warning shots into you. Classic
Oh,
US.
Jesus, what? I'm not black.
Oh, true. Sorry.
Oh.
Probably have to edit that one out.
This man isn't black. What's that show?
Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Super. Yeah. Well, anyone watch any Dragon Ball Super this week?
No, but I do like Dragon Ball Super.
Man, don't get me started on anime.
He loves it. He's got the
Yeah.
body pillows and the
He'll
other.
keep going all night.
Huge fan. Like,
Mm.
can't
He's got a
stop
huge-
watching it.
He's actually watching 2 right now.
Yeah, I have them. Two. Well, actually, it's like I've got 4 different windows, but it's like 2 of them are just like playing different episodes of the same series.
Oh, nice. And then you've got
Right.
So I'm
you've
watching
got-
2 different series, but 4 episodes.
Then you've got
Damn.
3 on your iPad and 1 on your phone.
I don't own an iPad, so that would be quite difficult.
I'm sure you'd find a way.
But I switch over to my Xbox to then. Wait, can you watch anime on an Xbox?
Yeah.
The
like
Xbox
that.
One, you can do like input from a
Anything.
TV, but not on the Xbox One X, I don't think.
Really?
I don't think so, unless I'm wrong.
It also has apps and that on it. So
Like Anime Lab or something.
yeah.
Or Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of
Anime
these,
Lab-
from our
Anime
sponsor-
websites?
Yeah, I was going to say if Anime Lab or Crunchyroll are watching this, sponsor
Yeah,
us,
I'm
please.
sure they are.
Fuck you, Anime Labs and Crunchyroll.
Oh, there goes
There
that.
have ruined your sponsorships because I refuse to be
$60
sponsored
billion
by them.
we'll never get.
We'd rather be sponsored by Stalin and other
Putin.
people. Putin. yeah.
Putin. God,
And
I must
Sips.
be a
And
communist.
Sips,
In that
Yeah,
case.
you are a communist.
This is why we're getting all this money. This is why I was invited to the premiere of Star Wars Episode 9.
Ah, right. They only
right.
have
Yeah.
communists
Yeah.
with Grucci sponsorships.
Yeah, with Grucci sponsorships.
Classic Grucci.
Why do we keep bringing up things that no one would understand?
If you're a real gangster, you'd understand.
You'd understand the private conversation that you and I had.
Yes.
The
They'd be
FBI
listening.
agents are laughing at us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic FBI agents.
They don't even have to wait for the episode to come out. They're probably laughing right now.
Oh
Damn.
yeah.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I hear something from the van outside my house.
Hysterical laughing coming
no.
from the van.
That's just the local pedophile.
Oh.
He's well known.
Yeah, everyone knows. Like, all right, Gary, how's it
But
going?
the police don't.
They don't mind. He's not.
They're in on it with
hurting
him.
anyone.
They don't mind because he's not black, so
He's in remission.
He's. They don't kill pedophiles, Kyle. Jeez.
they should.
They do in some places.
They do in prison.
Oh, no, actually, yeah.
Oh,
Chris
Well,
knows from experience, he's been killed.
yeah.
prison.
I'm a convicted pedophile who went to prison and was killed.
Yeah, that was a past life.
And I rolled around in my own piss.
That was last. That's actually what. So they used like a stroke gun to kill him.
What?
Injected with stroke juice.
Actually, I think maybe it was the Russians, but someone invented like a heart attack gun, or tried to invent a heart attack gun in like the Cold War, so they could like kill people from range without anyone knowing they were killed. Or
It doesn't surprise me.
but they were murdered. Not they would.
Right.
They'd be like, oh wait, why is he not moving? He can't be dead.
Why are half of our troops having heart attacks? That's a bit weird.
It's like, you know how many LSD experiments the US did in during the Cold War?
How many?
I don't know.
I'm guessing you
that.
mean a lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, pretty sure there was one instance. Benson could tell us all about this if he were here.
Yeah.
But pretty sure there was one instance where they just flooded a room with like LSD gas or some shit
What?
with people in it. Should I point out? Because they were trying to make someone confess or something. I can't remember.
I think I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
I think I remember Benson telling me this.
Maybe
some
yeah,
point.
I might have been there.
Benson, the LSD expert.
Yeah.
LSD is like, I don't think you can overdose on LSD. Like you can't die from LSD.
Bullshit.
Yeah,
You can
I'm telling
overdose on anything.
Yeah.
Well, let me finish. I don't. Obviously, if you like drink enough LSD juice to like die, because but it's like so potent. Because I think like an LSD tab is just like a fucking drip or two of LSD, whatever the fuck, on like a tab, like a piece of paper or whatever the fuck it is. But I remember hearing something. I think our friend Rob told me about this. Some dude did so much like LSD and like so consistently that he like thinks he's a bottle of orange juice. Like, and he tried like if he can't lie down and stuff because he thinks it'll spill and shit. Like it's like damaged his like brain, but not he has not like died or anything.
Wait, what does he think he is? A bottle of orange juice?
A glass of orange juice. I mean,
A glass.
Okay.
yeah.
So
that's
he'll,
what
So
I'm
he
trying
can't
to-
sit down or he'll like shatter.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I was gonna
he can't
say.
lie down because it'll spill.
He like goes down the steps too fast, and he's like, "Oh, that was close,"
Yeah,
and he like broke.
citation needed on this, but that's how I remember it.
How extreme does it go? If it's like if he's really cold and then has a warm shower, does he think he'll crack or?
He thonks it. Yeah.
What the
I didn't-
fuck
I
has
didn't
just
flub
been
a word.
said?
I didn't follow a word when he talked about.
I didn't follow a word that anyone just said.
Oh my god.
I said
Can he drink himself like during
Maybe.
breakfast time?
it's like
I mean, anyone
cannibalism.
can drink themselves if you try. If you're
Alright.
flexible enough.
You don't need to be flexible enough. You just put it in a glass and
Oh,
yeet it in your.
Wait, yeah.
stomach.
Does he like open the drawer and he sees other glasses and he's like, "Brothers!"
No, because they don't have juice in them.
Oh, right.
Unless
Jesus,
he
Kyle.
keeps drawers full of juice, maybe. Damn,
Does
can
he
you
fill
imagine?
himself up? as well?
Yeah, maybe.
If he lies down by accident,
you
and it
imagine?
spills out. He has to
How does
fill
he
himself
sleep?
up.
Does he just stand upright?
Maybe.
Maybe he
can
just like
you-
straps himself into a vertical bed.
Yeah, he straps himself into the bed.
No, it's like the
Weird.
ones that they have like for psychos. They put them in straitjackets and then like strap them to a fucking wall.
Why don't they just put him in like they have padded rooms, so you just put him in like a Velcro padded room and then wearing a Velcro suit.
How does he get off?
They pull him off.
I see.
Pull him off of the wall.
What does he think he pisses? Does he think he pisses more orange juice or actual piss?
Probably piss.
Damn.
Because I imagine he eats and stuff, but actually, you never know.
What is the diet of a glass of orange juice?
Can you imagine, like, if he did have to buy orange juice, like the human version of that would be what? We go and buy a small human to ingest to re-up our human supply.
Well, yeah, what would be like the different brands or like the different flavor or the different flavors would probably
different
be
flavors of orange juice.
No, he means people, doesn't he? It
Yeah,
would be like races and stuff.
I was thinking like orange juice, apple, black currant juice, apple juice. It would be like different races.
You'd like flex if you're rich enough to afford the white, like small child.
No
to
Coke.
eat.
People are just like water.
Oh yes, I got the cis white
They're
male
plain
flavor.
and boring.
Damn. White people.
Asians, Mountain Dew.
Confirmed. Asians are Mountain Dew. What?
Black people.
What?
Well, because of the color.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. Oh, Jesus.
Carbonated
I could
chocolate
really
milk.
go for drinking a black person right now.
Why are Asians Mountain Dew?
Because they're yellow.
Oh, because it's all right. Yellow inside the bottle. I'm like, are they green?
I thought it was green.
Yeah,
I
they're
always
green,
thought-
black, and like orange or whatever those
I
things
think
are.
it is green. I think it's a yellowy green,
I'm
but it's
green.
I've never drunk Mountain Dew, so
because Red
It's
Bull is
yellow.
yellow.
Is Red Bull yellow?
Mm-hmm. No, it's red.
Mountain Dew's yellow,
Um,
I think.
Coke is like dark black.
dark black.
All right, Kyle.
Well, I was gonna say,
it's
I was
like
gonna say-
extremely dark brown, I guess.
yeah, I was gonna say black, and then I looked at it, and the light is like shining on it at the perfect angle, so it's brown. It's like, oh, great. So
Yeah. It's like the more there is of it, the darker it is.
yeah,
Coke
exactly.
just looks like
White
fucking
powder.
tar that isn't as
Like
thick.
oil or something.
Mm,
Yeah,
Yeah,
tar with two
but it
Cs.
tastes amazing. So
I've got a glass right now, but it's not of orange juice. So
It's just an empty glass that you're eating,
Yeah.
biting into.
I have a cup of white people next to me.
Nice.
right.
Nice.
Is it homemade?
It came out of the tap, so I don't fucking know.
Damn.
Oh, imagine that! Just like little people falling out of a tap.
And you have
What the fuck?
the hot water heater to heat them up before they come in.
Oh god, imagine a fucking like kettle or like boiling the water. It's just a gross image.
It's just
Oh.
instead of like loud like steam noises.
Oh, no.
It just screams.
Oh my.
If you were offered to eat a human,
Yeah.
just like eat human meat,
Not
I'll take
would
again.
you?
Is it
As in
Oh.
like,
As in, it's like cooked in a restaurant.
and it's
How-
like
How much of
it's
it?
not from like they haven't like killed someone for it.
It's just like a taste test, essentially. Just like
Oh, like a little cube kind of
I
thing.
yeah,
think
like a
it-
cube of meat.
I think it's like eating humans causes like some bullshit because you're not meant to. You know what I mean? Like we've evolved to like if you eat human flesh, you like go crazy somewhat.
Damn.
Yeah, I have heard that actually. If you
Well, I
eat,
think if you're
if you
gonna
eat
human
people,
flesh,
you will go crazy.
I think if you're willing to eat human flesh, you're already a little bit crazy.
Yeah,
So.
but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
we must have evolved it so that people don't want to do it.
Well, that's good.
Like, well, this isn't evolution, I'm guessing, but yeah, don't you go crazy from drinking seawater as well? Obviously, it's not good for you either way.
Yeah, I thought
but-
it just
That
killed you.
would also taste like shit.
Well, you know, it's
It'll just
carbonated.
take like liquid salt.
What do you mean? I've got a
Jesus.
cup of liquid salt right here.
Just salted white people.
Delicious. Sponsored by Liquid Salt. You can't make liquid salt, can you? It'd just
You
be
put
water
salt
with
in
salt in
water.
it or something.
Yeah.
Or salt water.
Liquid salt.
Like, what determines whether you can and can't turn something into a liquid?
The
Testing
elements. Well, salt. What is salt? Salt is N A sodium
Uh,
and
I think it's SALT.
yeah,
and-
nice.
Table salt is like NaCl. I think it's sodium
Got a
chloride.
wooden
I
taste.
think, yeah, that sounds right to me. Knuckle.
NaCl. Yeah. I don't know where they are on the periodic table, but I can tell you that they are on the periodic table.
Is Cl?
Wow.
It's sodium chloride.
Yeah, as I said.
Oh, right. Sorry, I just came to that conclusion because of like Jimmy Neutron.
Sodium.
Seen that?
Sodium's a metal, isn't it? But I
I
don't,
don't
think
think so.
chlorine. Chlorine?
I don't know. It's weird though to think. Like, I never thought like iron, like that you have in your body, is metal, but it is because it's iron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You have
never really
sodium
thought
in your
about it.
body as well.
Yeah,
Obviously, because we fucking consume salt.
but it's like it's so weird to think that like there's iron in like blood, isn't there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah.
the
I
Your
metal-
blood is somewhat magnetic.
I always thought it was like, obviously didn't put much thought into it, but I always thought it was like sort of a different type of iron. Like,
Yeah, I did.
like because I didn't actually think that there was metal in my blood, because that's such
Just
a
like
weird
iron
thing to-
ingots in your blood.
Yeah.
Like, going around.
It's like if we ever run out of iron in like the world, we've used up all the materials. It's like, hang on, just got a bit in my arm. There we go.
A
Can
bit.
you get like a big enough magnet that it'll like kill someone by pulling their blood?
That happened in like X-Men 3.
I was just
Yeah.
Oh,
in X-Men 2,
But
Magneto
yeah.
escapes by pulling the iron out of a guy's blood and like makes magnetic balls.
a reputable source.
He makes magnetic balls.
Yep.
Yeah. And he like flings them all around him to like break the
Okay.
glass and stuff.
I
He
was
just
just
makes
sure it
balls.
probably
why
is
he made
possible.
balls.
I don't think it would be possible to like physically move the person.
But like,
But-
yeah, could you make one strong enough that it just like kills them?
It'd
'cause
probably
it
like
fucks their
fuck
blood
up your blood. Yeah.
Just like send all their blood to their brain, and then they would just bleed
Put it
out of their
upside
eyes
down.
and ears and nose and everything.
Jesus.
Well, wait, what is the primary purpose of iron in the blood?
It's stronger.
Yeah,
Iron armor for the blood.
yeah. The white blood cells use it as swords.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do the red blood cells use it for?
A tasty snack.
I see. Known
That's
for
actually,
consuming metal.
That's how vaccines work. They like put the vaccine in your arm, and then like the iron swords attack it away.
Nice.
Like
Yeah, the
those
vaccines
soldiers.
upgrade it to like diamond.
Yeah. It's like
So we have
XP.
diamond going through us now.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you're
Well, technically,
vaccine.
Trustable.
we are very much made up of carbon. So you could compress us a lot and you'd eventually get diamond.
Hey, there's a question. Would you agree to be compressed into a diamond
No.
just for fun?
Yeah, because then
But-
my widow could wear me as a ring.
Nice. Well, that's a very fucking downer.
Every
I-
time she looks at her hand, she's like, "Oh, there's my dead husband."
very
Hello.
nice. That's so
I
horrific.
don't think I'd
Surely it would be a
reply.
big diamond.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be fucking tiny.
I don't know, dude.
You'd have to like
Compress.
compress it a lot.
I was just
Suppose.
imagining the ring, or like the diamond falls off the ring. She's like, Chris, no.
Nice.
She loses me in like a fucking underneath the couch pillow or something. Can't find me.
Damn, times are tough. Sells her husband for money. Chris. No, you're Chris. Shit. I was
What
gonna
the
ask, but you're the one who asked the question. Tom and Kyle, would you eat
Yes.
human flesh?
Would I wait? What was it? Sorry, would I eat human flesh?
Human flesh.
It's just a taste test.
In the scenario.
What-
you
what am
set
I
up.
getting
Get
out of
nothing
it?
from it? Yeah.
Yeah.
get to-
Nothing. You just to see what it tastes like.
No.
Apparently, it tastes like pork.
No, I wouldn't.
I love pork.
I'm
Sounds
sold. No.
sarcastic, but I assume you do love pork.
I do. Yeah. If I could do it with like no, residual thinking I'm a cuck because I ate a person. I
If
would
you could
do
just like instantly forget that you did that.
it. No, if I could like
Labeled it.
if it's definitely not like nobody's like
Harmful.
missing this flesh that they lost.
Daniel the cannibal.
You know what I mean?
It was donated to science.
Yeah, some
Ma-
dude's like dying, and he's like, "Take my flesh to give to Daniel." I'd
A
be like,
man
"Alright,
walks
that's
up
fine."
to you with like a cube missing out of his arm. You're like, "Oh, it's you!"
It's like, "What the hell, man? I was going to put that in once it was cooked."
Oh my
But yeah, I'd do it in summary.
I would not.
I would not either.
Chris?
I wouldn't.
Gee, so I guess it's just me at the restaurant. eating.
You and Mads.
Yeah, man. Wait, what?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mikkelsen.
Oh, because he played Hannibal
Hannibal.
Lecter.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I'm like, what? Does he eat people? But
Yeah,
yes.
he's the next
I-
guest. I'm gonna ask him that question on the next episode.
Oh, damn.
It's just
we'll
the
just-
next
Yeah, the next
episode.
episode featuring Mads Mikkelsen.
Well, set your reminders.
He's not a communist. We can't get him on.
A communist. He is a
Yeah.
communist.
Oh, well, in that case.
I think that'll do it.
How long did we record for?
4
20
hours, but we lost 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually, this time it was going to be a 50-week episode. But
Because
yeah.
we didn't want to go for the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you need some time to like eat and sleep.
Nah.
Few shifts doing it. Like,
Yeah, dude. So it's just one person talking at a time.
Well, I mean that's
Just-
not unpopular for a podcast to do that. So
What, one guy just...
Can you imagine like leaving Benson to talk by himself? He'd just like read some fan fiction.
Yeah, nice.
like
What the
everyone's like
fuck?
science
Skyrim
books or
fanfic.
something.
Yes, Skyrim fanfic.
All right, well, adios.
bye bye.
See ya.
Low.
Hello. Damn, we don't have Benson.
Something did come out of Tom's mouth just then, but it was like. Eh.
All right, guys, welcome to this episode of the Late Speakers podcast. My name is Kyle. Forgot what episode. What is my name?